What we have here is the Recteq RT-340 and the Grilla Chimp pellet smokers. You might be wondering why I've got both of them sitting in my driveway. I'll tell you about that one later on, but let me show you some of the differences or similarities between the two units if you're looking at one of these, especially for camping or RVing like we are. So they're the same size. The RT is a little bit taller when it's set up. The Chimp actually weighs just a little bit more. I am able to pick it up and put it in the back of our F350 without too much difficulty. So I would imagine I can do the same with the RT340. The Recteq does have these really cool horn handles for the lid, whereas the Chimp's got just a regular bar. Interior wise, they're very comparable. They both have about the same size grill surface. No big deal. The Chimp does come with a little shelf that'll mount up here where you can cook hot dogs or warm food, or I've cooked ribs up there, no problem. Hopper sizes are very comparable as well. RT340's got this cool looking grate that'll help break down the pellets, keep them from clumping, I would imagine. The Chimp is just a hopper, nothing exciting there. The RT340 came with a little bucket. The Chimp did not. I had to use one of our old dog buckets, but at least it's getting used now. So, in general, a lot of commonality between the two. Differences: the legs. The RT340's got very straight legs, and to maintain its stability you have to put that tray in place. It just slides over a cross beam. Without it, it would flex and move around and not be stable at all. The Chimp has legs that flare out both all the way around, so it becomes very stable. It won't wiggle much. The RT, it could be a little uneven on the ground, but it wiggles more so than the Chimp does. Weight-wise, RT's a little bit lighter than the Chimp. The other differences with the legs are how you deploy them. The RT340 actually says you need to lay this thing on its back, and then you're going to pull down on these spring-loaded levers. It's going to pop out of a notch comparable to that notch, and that'll allow you to either swing them out or swing them up after the tray is removed. But you would do that on both sides, and then you have to stand it up, which could be maybe challenging. When I assembled it, I didn't do that. I did it the way I do my Chimp. The Chimp is designed to, you grab one of the handles on either end, here or here, and tip it to the left or to the right. And then you're going to press these buttons, spring-loaded button. It pushes in and allows the leg to swing up and then catches in the top notch. You do that on one side. Each leg is independent of the other. So you got to do it on both sides. Then you set this end down and pick up the other end and deploy or retract the legs there. Very simple. So why do I have these both sitting here? I am intimately familiar with the internal components of the Chimp. I've replaced the circuit board twice, and I've replaced the auger motor and the internal fan once. I bought the unit at the end of October. So reliability is not necessarily something I associate with our Chimp right now. Since I got all the parts replaced, it's run every time I've turned it on, which has been nice, but it's not bulletproof. And I understand it's a mechanical device. It can fail, but it's failed twice in the month and a half I've owned it. I don't know. So it might still be going back. I've got till January to send it back through Amazon. The RT340 was a lucky find on eBay market or Facebook Marketplace. Guy had it south of town. He bought it is part of the package from Recteq. He bought the 1250, and he didn't need this one, so he sold it to me on a song. It was still brand new, wrapped up in the saran wrap. Couldn't pass on it. So if you're looking at one of these units, those are the differences. You got questions? Fire away.